Now, welcome to another edition of News from Naboo with Thor's Lightning Takes. And let's get right to the news.
Okay, we're going to start by talking about Rey. There's a new report out there coming specifically from that insider, Jeff Snyder, who I take him with a grain of salt now because he said we were going to hear something by the end of December, and we didn't.
We heard something early January, though, or mid-early January with the Mando Movie.
That's not the same as end of December.
Not the same, but it's pretty close, right?
Close.
You use ballpark.
Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
And in movie announcements.
No. Okay, so what he had said is that Rey Skywalker might be part of Sean Levy's movie.
Which one is that again? It's hard to keep it straight.
You know.
The one?
The one.
You know, that one. That they
Sean
announced
Levy's
that one time.
That one.
That's not any... To be clear, that's not any of, the four that are, kind of, in stone as to what they're supposed to be.
Stone.
Well, okay, sand on the beach.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's neither the Mando Grogu movie, nor the Filoni movie, nor the Dawn of the Jedi movie, nor the Rey movie.
Right.
It's another one.
It's interesting to hear that Rey could show up somewhere else and not just in her new Jedi Order movie.
Somehow.
Yeah, the one
Rey
that Stephen Knight and director Charmin are working on. But yeah, Sean Levy's movie might involve Rey somehow, but we don't have any additional details than that, so I don't know how I think about that.
Why? Why would you do that?
I mean, remember, Daisy Ridley had said that she kind of heard the pitch for one movie, but she says that's not to say that was all of it. We assumed that meant a trilogy was coming of some sorts, but it could just mean her character might just be in more than we thought.
That's spectacular.
Mm-hmm. I mean, honestly, if Charmin doesn't stay on project, maybe Levy will just take over.
Stay on project.
Once he finishes working on Deadpool 3.
Stay on project needs to be a term in this franchise, considering how many things have not stayed on project.
But he has projects in the works, though. I mean, like I said, he's got to finish up Deadpool 3.
Yep.
Then he's supposed to be doing another project with Ryan Reynolds for Netflix. Then he's also expected to direct at least 1 to 2 episodes of Stranger Things.
So Star Wars is fourth on the list right now.
It happens, whatever.
So the thing is, this would be after the Rey movie. I mean,
yes.
Almost inevitably. So...
I mean, rumor has it, though, that to reprise the role of Rey in the next movie, she's looking at a $12.5 million paycheck.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, there goes half the box office returns right there.
Right there.
I'm kidding. It's going to do great.
Fabulous.
It's going to light the world on fire.
But there's also hints out there that Jeff Snyder has found that say some other Force Awakens talent could be joining her.
Finn, obviously. I've already said Finn needs to be in the Rey movie.
Right, but does he want to? I mean, he had some sour grapes. He said it.
Yeah, absolutely.
But then he also has kind of walked back some of that, saying, Disney
yeah.
apologized, I'm feeling a little bit better.
He said the right director. I think he said J.J. Abrams is the one who would bring him back, if Kennedy asked him to. He seems to... The bridge just seemed to be rebuilt after the burning.
Interestingly, moving on with movie news here, The Mandalorian and Grogu could possibly be gearing up for pre-production.
Already?
We did hear that Season 4 is already written. Perhaps Season 4 isn't going to be Season 4, and they've reworked it into a movie. It's really hard to say, because we've heard everything that this could be the end of Season 4 would be the movie, or whatnot, and everything sounded horrible.
That sounded like a bad idea.
Yes. So we're missing some specifics, but we have been getting hints that Mando and Grogu might be moving forward.
Here's a rough guess. I would imagine that if you're going to do a Mando movie, I mean, they are, supposedly.
Yes.
Well, I mean, when it comes out, we'll believe it when we see it kind of thing at this point with Lucasfilm. But I would think there would be some crossover, right? We heard them talk years ago. They're like, well, some of these shows that we're going to do, we can do them at the same time as the movies because we could use the same sets and kind of save ourselves some money. So if this is gearing up for pre-production, then maybe Season 4 is gearing up as well and kind of filmed at the same time, right?
We'll get into a little
of that. Oh, see, I'm onto something here.
There's some tweets that just happened that were more interesting. Simon Castanades, who plays Axe Wolves in Mandalorian, posted on Instagram a selfie in his costume the day after the announcement for the movie. But see, it's not just him posting on Instagram, which is what's more interesting. Miria Sandoval. She worked in the makeup department on the first 2 seasons of The Mandalorian, as well as the season 3 premiere and Book of Boba Fett, posted a picture of her luggage. Some bins. Suspicious-looking bins. Like bins you would need if you had to pack away a work studio for mobile use.
I thought you were going to say bodies that you needed to discard of.
With her caption reading, all ready to go. Where do you think I'm off to this time? Hint, there will be sand.
Oh boy,
Yep.
Tatooine?
Yes. She also replied to Castaneda's post saying, and he's so cool.
Maybe he just likes to wear his... I mean, I'd wear it. If I were a Mandalorian in the movie or a show, like, I'd be wearing it all the time. Sitting here working on my video, dressed like a Mandalorian, talking through my helmet. This is the way.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we're not 100% sure what that all means. In the comments of the post, she did like a reply that identified the place as Hawaii, but Mandalorian has not typically filmed there, but it doesn't mean that they can't film there.
Maybe not Tatooine?
Maybe not.
Can we not go back to Tatooine?
Maybe they're going to go to Scarif, or...
Ooh.
It's a very tropical place. Maybe they're going to...
It's a little less tropical since
Neamos?
the Death Star blasted half of it away.
What if it's Neamos? Where they went
that's Andor, yeah.
That was very tropical, vacation-y.
And it's still in one piece, yeah.
Yeah. A couple of innocent posts, but maybe not so innocent. I mean, Axe Wolf's wearing his costume around the house. No, I think they're gearing up. They're moving forward, which is great. Pre-production, let's do it.
Yeah, things are actually going to be made. Maybe the movie will actually come out. Wouldn't that be something? A Star Wars movie.
The movie
actually
might
made.
come out, but season 4? Season 4 might be on a long back burner.
Nah, they're going to do them
process.
together. They're doing it. There's no way like Axe Wolf is going to be like prominent in the movie. Come on now. Mm-hmm. Sorry, Axe.
Well,
no
Hollywood
disrespect.
Reporter put out a newsletter, and they kind of talked about Mandalorian Season 4. And because Disney is now reportedly looking straight to the release of this movie, that Season 4 is definitely going to be an after the movie situation. It's not going to come up before. It's probably not going to lead into it. It's most likely going to be after.
Kind of like an epilogue deal.
Which means we could be waiting for quite some time for the next season.
Well, we know the next movie isn't until 2026 May is their current release window. So that would be like 3 years until The Mandalorian, right? Because they wouldn't put out season... If you're kind of required to see the movie, I'm assuming they'd give you a little nice breathing room. It wouldn't be until after it hits Disney Plus that they would do season 4, right?
Well, I'm curious, does that mean that everything that Favreau wrote is kind of getting scrapped because now he's writing a movie, or did they just alter everything so it worked? What is going on with the scripts he wrote?
I mean,
they
it's
may
possible,
not work after a movie.
Well, it's possible they extended a part of the script. Like, this was supposed to be like a blockbuster, 2-episode opening of the season is being turned into a movie or something like that, right?
It's really hard to say what they're going to do.
Though you think if you want to go to the big screen, you're going to do something a little more grandiose than like what you're going to do with the first 2 episodes. So who knows? I mean, they could have been expanded upon. I'm sure they would have been. I don't know. Hard to say.
It is. It's a weird position that they're in right now.
Yeah, I would say that makes more sense than the season leading into the movie. That seemed like a really bad idea. Not that I think like having to see the movie to know season 4, understand season 4 is
it's a bad idea.
I mean, it's a slippery slope. It's one of those things where, again, like most fans are going to have seen the movie, so, it is what it is. All right, well, speaking of it is what it is, that's going to be all we got for you this time. Now it is your turn. Take to the comments below. Tell us what you think about all of this. When do you think the movie is going to be? When do you think the season 4 is going to be? You think they're going to film at the same time? What are your thoughts on this one? Whatever the case may be, leave those comments below. Let's talk some Star Wars. And until next time, thanks for watching.